Hi, this is Damaris with InSight by Damaris. I had to jump in the car really quickly. I was out at the park. It was a little too loud. I wanted to deliver a message that you could actually hear. So this is for April, week ending the 22nd. So as we go into next week, here are things to think about, just the overview. I have 3 things listed here. Threes, body search, and kindness. So those are the focus words. Threes, the reading says doing things in threes. So just as, let's say, you would have a workout set, and you do 3 repetitions, or 3 leg lifts or something. The reading is saying proofread maybe 3 times. If you are in management or you're over you have to focus on coverage for a certain event, and you might have 1 or 2 people for backup. Maybe thinking about having 3 people for backup. So it says consider doing things in threes. If you're a spiritualist or you're praying about a particular thing and you're focusing or doing something that requires your energy, maybe think about doing it 3 times. Body search. We'll focus on that. Body search. It says examine your physical disposition. For an example, if you are used to taking a 1-a-day vitamin, but you've changed, you've moved into the city, so there's a lot more toxins or smoke, or you are around more children or people, and so maybe instead of taking 1 a day vitamin, you'll take 2, or you'll increase your minerals. So this reader is saying, even though you may be used to something, you might have to make adjustments. So think about that. If you're used to taking Benadryl, let's say, or over-counter or some sort of synthetic drug, but you've done like a recent cleanse or detox, and then now your body's having a certain reaction, well, maybe because you've done that detox, you can no longer take that particular medication. So the reading is saying examine your body. It also says, and this is under body search, avoid fake behavior. Avoid being fake. Okay, so it says even making excuses for others. So not pretending to not see something when something is there, and just overlooking it. The reading is saying this is kind of messing with the frequency. If you are intentionally being fake towards someone, giving them false information or giving them false hope or whatever it is, the reading is saying that this is sort of messing up the frequency, and it's also taxing your nervous system. It's taxing you physically by being fake. So we have to avoid being fake. Showing up, showing your true self is what's needed here. As we go on, kindness. So it says, be kind to yourself and others. Let kind words and a kind attitude be your medicine, like your remedy. Pay attention if you notice any changes and or feelings within or around you, if your environment changes when you use kindness. So that might be a strategy that you may want to incorporate into your life as you go on throughout even the year. And it's not saying be a doormat. It's just saying use kindness as your remedy.
Now we go into the elements. Water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So the focus is, and this is for going into next week ending the 22nd, April 2012. This actually speaks about the attitude of the water sign, and also rearranging the living space. So I will look at these notes and jump in here. It says, think about rearranging work or living space to revive your energy. Avoid congestion, tight places. Give you room to think and live. Gigantic ideas and a gigantic mind need space to mature and to breathe. So the reading is saying adjust your space if needed. And it also says, as far as your attitude goes, call a spade a spade. So the overview actually spoke to the water sign as well, as far as being honest with yourself, being honest with other people, and call a spade a spade. So try not to avoid looking the other way when something is staring you in the face, because it's going to come back. It's going to come back to get you, and it could tax you, whether it be in business or your personal life. So Be very honest with yourself and others. And it also says to think about rearranging your workspace or your living space. So this gives you room to expand. Typically the water signs have big, great minds and ideas and big energy. So think about making your space larger, or think about, maybe being out in nature more if your space is sort of tight. And we go to earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So it says, go outside current circles for solutions and resources. It also says, take an idea or a plan to someone else or another place than what you had planned. So even if you do plan on executing in a certain area, think about going outside of that area too. The reading says sort of kind of to expect the unexpected. People who you think that may not have the resources, or people who you feel that may not be able to assist you, are people who possibly can assist you. So think about going outside of your current plan or circle. It says, create a new daily personal physical regimen. Your body may be getting used to your routine. So think about expansion or doing something different to get different results. Okay, and as we go on to fire, the element fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your solutions come in a quiet space and away from others. An escape is needed. Travel in your mind, or maybe even get a massage if you cannot physically get away. But if you can physically get away, do a little getaway. This will relax you, and it will relax an overworked mind and body. It says issues surrounding the family can cause heartache, especially if you have lost yourself in someone else or their belief system. If you have not stood on your own 2 feet in certain areas, now those things are kind of coming back to get you, to kind of wake you up from that particular way of life. So it says with that, here is where the escape may be needed too, where, just kind of a getaway to kind of regroup and get yourself back to you and your thinking. And as we go to air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, uproot or relocate your mind, heart, and spirit. Making adjustments create a different scenario and a more healthy way of life. So uproot yourself from a current situation, whether it be mentally, physically, or spiritually. And in doing so, this may be more healthy for you. Discipline. It says double and triple check to make sure you practice discipline when developing new relationships. This will set the appropriate foundation. So there again, I think this overall reading too is speaking to the air sign as far as being you. Avoid being fake. Get yourself grounded in yourself. And so if you need to apply discipline, in order to do that, apply the discipline. And this will set the appropriate foundation when you are relating to others or developing new relationships or concepts or business ideas and so on and so forth. Enjoy the journey. It also says enjoy the journey. Of course, that's easier said than done. However, be thankful for life's experiences, the people you once hated. And that's a bit dramatic, but that's what's here. The people who you once hated actually assisted you in your reinvention of yourself and also your recent developments. So they played a big part in that. So it's saying be thankful for your life's experiences and some of these people who you once hated or just did not get along with, or those that have caused you great spiritual or physical pain, to change your attitude about it and actually appreciate that experience. The reading's not saying be friends with these people. It's just saying appreciate them now. Look at things from a different perspective. I thank you. This is Damaris with InSight by Damaris. I am here for individual readings and energy sessions, please visit the starbar.blogspot.com for specials that I have going on for the week. And I look forward to serving you. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you for your referrals. I thank you for being who you are, and I thank you for your ancestors. I thank you for your parents, because if it were not for them, I would not know you and connect with you. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm not going anywhere, and I'll see you next time. Peace and love.